So as I was saying, upon the GIT, morphine will generally decrease the secretions of GIT, and it will decrease the motility of GIT. One problem that will occur with all opioid agents uh, will be constipation. All patients who are on long-term therapy of opioids and analgesics, they will have constipation always. Okay? Constipation is a big problem for everyone who is on opioid analgesics, especially. Other than that, um, it'll have a few other effects as well, specifically on smooth muscles. Smooth muscles specifically, I'm talking about biliary tracts. Okay. On biliary tracts, what happens is it can cause sphincter the spasm in sphincter of Oddi. So whenever sphincter of Oddi spasms, intrabiliary pressure will increase because bile starts getting accumulated inside your bile tracts. I'll repeat once again. Whenever you give morphine, it can cause spasms in the sphincter of Oddi. As a result, what will happen is intrabiliary pressure will increases. Okay, and as intrabiliary pressure increases, some patients will have biliary colic, severe pain in their abdomen, specifically triggered by this bile. Okay, as intrabiliary pressure increases, they will have biliary colic, and they'll have a pain that will feel like their abdomen is literally gripping. Okay, they'll have a very gripping kind of pain in their abdomen. So that is common with morphine. Uh, then on your uterus, it can cause histamine release. Okay, this might prolong labor. If you give a high enough dose of morphine, generally pregnant and patients who are going into labor, उनके अंदर morphine नहीं use करना चाहिए. But if you do use morphine, it will prolong labor, and it will have other effects as well. I'll tell you later on what will be the effects if you give it in a pregnant lady and if you give it in women who are entering labor. But for now, just remember that high doses of morphine will prolong labor. Other than that, on your bronchi, it will cause histamine release. Okay, in the surface of your lungs, on and your respiratory area, it will cause histamine release from your mast cell. And whenever histamine is released, it can cause bronchoconstriction. Okay, it is very dangerous in asthmatics. Please do not give morphine in asthma patients because it can cause histamine release and it can lead to bronchoconstriction. As a result of bronchoconstriction, the patient will not be able to breathe. Okay, they might go into status asthmaticus. Now, normally the drug is sometimes if you give it orally, absorption will be very slow and incomplete. Okay, and if you try to give it IV, it will enter first pass metabolism. That is why generally it is given subcutaneous. Almost the complete dose of morphine will undergo first pass metabolism. It will go through liver and its bioavailability will be severely affected as a result. Morphine as such has low bioavailability. It will have about 20 to 40% of bioavailability. Okay, meaning only 20 to 40% of the actual dose that you give will reach systemic circulation. Now, generally, if you give subcutaneous injection, um, onset of action will be around 15 to 20 minutes. After you give a subcutaneous injection, within 15 to 20 minutes, you will start seeing the effects of the drug. And the effects will last somewhere in between 3 to 5 hours. Okay. Duration of the drug will be around 3 to 5 hours. Metabolized by liver. Okay. It will later enter intrahepatic circulation, but anyway, it is getting metabolized by your liver. Now, from the systemic effects, you can from the pharmacological itself, from pharmacological effects itself, you can determine what the sedation or what the side effects will be of these drugs. So obviously, it will cause sedation. It can cause dizziness in newborns. If the mother is given morphine in labor, it can cause apnea. The newborn will not be able to breathe properly. They will have respiratory problems. Okay, that is why I told. Generally, patients who are going in labor, उनके अंदर morphine नहीं देना चाहिए. ठीक है, only in severe emergency conditions you'll use morphine, but normally morphine should not be used because it can cause apnea in newborns. Other than that, it can cause hypotension, it will cause fall in BP, it will cause constipation, it will cause urinary retention, respiratory depression, it can also cause mental clouding. Okay? But the most significant ones will be constipation, hypotension, dizziness, and apnea. Apnea in newborn. Okay? Some patients have complained about pruritus and itching, essentially itching on their skin and skin rashes as well. थोड़े लोगों में dysphoria होता, not everyone, but some patients have dysphoria. Dysphoria is very similar to malaise. ठीक है, it's a feeling in which the patient will not feel well, essentially. ठीक है, the patient will feel unwell, very similar to malaise, dysphoria. Now coming to another important concept that is related to morphine or opioids in general, is tolerance. Drug tolerance as such is a concept that we discussed in the first chapter, but drug tolerance essentially is a phenomenon in which you are giving, let's suppose you are giving 20 mg of a certain drug to a patient to get X effect. Okay? Let us suppose you are getting X effect out of a drug that is being given to a patient. Let us suppose that effect is 100%. After some time, let us suppose that the patient is on the drug for 3 months, that patient will start developing tolerance. As a result, what will happen is the same drug, the same dose of that drug will produce less of an effect. Instead of producing 100% effect, it might only produce 70% of the effect. ठीक है, यहाँ पर you're not changing the dose, you're not changing the drug, but tolerance is developing to that drug in the patient. ठीक है, the receptors of the patient's body are getting used to the drug. As a result, you'll have to increase this. You'll have to increase this. You either have to increase the dose directly of a single time, or you have to increase the frequency of the dose. So for example, up 20 mg OD दे रहे थे once a day, you might have to do it, make it 20 mg BD. ठीक है, तो आपको वैसे changes करना पड़ता. That change in the reception of the drug, or the change in the effect of the drug in a person's body over time, is called tolerance. ठीक है, opioid analgesics and morphine, especially upon repeated administration, will cause tolerance to be developed. Okay. Now, generally, the effects that will develop tolerance, or the tolerance is also very specific. Not all effects will be tolerated, in the sense that, for example, the patient will develop tolerance to respiratory depression, meaning initially if their respiration was decreasing at a normal dose, आप जो पहले दे रहे थे वो डोज पे अगर पेशेंट को रेस्पिरेटरी डिप्रेशन हो रहा था, after 1 or 2 months they will not have any effect on the respiration. ठीक है, the drug will not have any effect on the respiration because that respiratory center got used to the drug. Analgesia, there is a problem, because if analgesia is developing tolerance, or the analgesic effect inside your body is getting tolerated, it means that you'll have to keep increasing the dose to produce the same amount of analgesia. Okay, that is the same case in alcoholics as well. When a person drinks alcohol for the first time, they will get a certain amount of effect out of, let's suppose, 100 ml of alcohol. Now, to reproduce the same amount of effect after, let's suppose, repeated usage of alcohol for several months or several years, to produce the same effect that the first dose of alcohol produced, you will have to drink a much more amount of alcohol. The same goes with analgesia. जो initial dose से आपको analgesia मिल रहा था, maybe for the 300 dose you might not get the same effect. ठीक है, so that is how tolerance develops. Sedation will be tolerated, or it will develop tolerance. Your body will develop tolerance to sedation, to euphoriant effects, to other CNS depressant effects as well. What does not develop tolerance is constipation. No matter how much amount of tolerance the patient develops to opioid analgesics, they will always be constipated. Okay? And meiosis, they will always show meiosis. Okay? No matter whether it is the first dose or the 50th dose, they will also always have constipation, and they'll always have meiosis. Okay? Now, normally, lethal dose of morphine is about 250 mg. ठीक है, जो थेरेपेटिक डोज रहता है वो बहुत कम रहता, 10-20 mg रहता, वो भी बहुत ज्यादा है. You start off with 2 mg, you start increasing it slowly. But the lethal dose in normal patients, let's suppose you and I are like normal patients who are not on morphine, and I suddenly give 250 mg, we will die with 250 mg. But patients who are addicted to morphine, okay, patients who have been taking morphine for a long time, or proper addicts of morphine, morphine is also a drug of abuse, so patients will abuse that drug. Addicts can tolerate the drug in grams. ठीक है, their tolerance will increase to such a degree that what is a lethal dose to a normal patient will have no effect in addicts. ठीक है, so you get the point. Because of drug tolerance, the tolerance to lethal dosage is also increasing. ठीक है, they can tolerate much higher dose. यहाँ पर 250 mg is lethal in us. They can tolerate in grams, meaning they can tolerate 2 to 3 grams. That means 2000 to 3000 mg. If you can see here, there's a huge difference. Almost 10 times ज़्यादा dose tolerate कर सकते हो लोग. ठीक है, or maybe even more, maybe even less, but still they can tolerate it in grams. Okay. Tolerance is a pharmacodynamic effect. It is because your cell, specifically the receptors, are adapting to the dose of morphine. Okay. At a receptor level, that opioid effect is being, how should I put it, getting tolerated. As a result, what happens is those receptors will not respond to a certain dose of the drug. You'll have to give higher and higher doses to get the same effect out of that receptor. That is tolerance. Okay. Then another concept of morphine is dependence, drug dependence. As I told you, morphine is a dose, is a drug of this thing abuse. It can be abused very easily, and opioids in general will produce a lot of psychological and physical dependence. Okay, if you stop opioids suddenly, let's suppose you have been giving opioid analgesic to a patient for, let's suppose, 5 months or even 1 month. If you suddenly stop the drug, the patient will have withdrawal symptoms. Okay. Withdrawal symptoms will include lacrimation, the eyes will start tearing up, sweating, generally autonomic responses hone lagte. The patient will start yawning, they might have anxiety, restlessness, tremors, and these effects are generally seen within 8 to 12 hours. As soon as you withdraw opioid, let us suppose the patient was taking morphine 2 times a day. Example, 2 mg ka ek injection in the morning, 2 mg of injection in the evening. Example. ठीक है, और let's suppose 2 times ही ले रहे थे उन्होंने, and you suddenly stop giving the second dose. ठीक है, let's suppose Monday, till Monday morning you gave, or till Sunday you gave both the drugs, both the doses. On Monday you only gave the morning dose, but you did not give the evening dose. Within 8 to 12 hours of not giving that dose, for as long as this drug works, it is fine. As soon as that, the drug is eliminated from your body, wahan se your body starts seeking the drug. If it is not getting the drug within 8 to 12 hours of the last dose, the patient will start having lacrimation, sweating, and all of that. As it progresses, the patient will start developing fever, insomnia. They will have severe abdominal colic, severe abdominal pain. They will sneeze a lot. They might have hypertension. Mydriasis might develop. They will have blurry vision because of mydriasis. All the opposite effects of morphine will start getting are seen essentially in the patient. Okay, there will be severe dehydration, palpitation hota, cardiovascular collapse might occur. The patient's cardiovascular system might collapse. Prostration might occur. The patient will not be able to stand properly. They'll start bending down quite a lot. Okay. Now, withdrawal symptoms that you just saw are not life threatening per se. You can control them very easily. Okay. Even if hypertension and all is occurring, you can control it. And generally, these symptoms will disappear within 7 to 10 days. जो rehabilitation centers रहते हैं, they will rehabilitate the patient in such a way that, let us suppose you take a morphine addict and you send them to a rehabilitation center to get off the drug essentially. Initially, the first 7 to 10 days will be very horrible. Okay? And there is a good chance that the patient might run away from there in the initial 7 to 10 days, because that is when they will see the most severe withdrawal effects. Later on, what they will do is, the rehabilitation center people, the doctors who are present there, they will give the patients a substitute to morphine in order to avoid such severe withdrawal symptoms as well. Even on the first, second, third day, they will not give them morphine per se, or even if they do give morphine, they'll give a very very small dose, just so that their body is not overreacting, but there's still a need created. Okay, in the sense, you are not giving what the patient already used to take, you are giving them something very similar. You might give a different drug that will have very similar effects to morphine, very less effects, but it will have similar effects, or they might give very low dose morphine itself. Your intention is to remove the drug, remove the patient off the drug. So essentially you're trying to get the patient off the drug to remove this thing, addiction. अब अगर newborns में दिए, in the sense, sometimes what happens is, let us suppose there is a mother who was an addict, ठीक है, morphine addict, and वो mother को कोई baby born हुआ, that baby will generally be dependent on the drug, ठीक है, they'll develop addiction itself, ठीक है, along with the mother, the baby will also develop addiction. And when you are not giving, now normally no one will give morphine drip to children or specifically to newborn people, ठीक है, न्यूबॉर्न जो बेबीज रहते हैं उन लोगों को मॉर्फिन इंजेक्शन नहीं देते. As a result, what happens is, now because they are born from an addicted mother, they are addicted to the drug as well. So they will start showing withdrawal symptoms after they are born. So the withdrawal symptoms that they develop or they display will be slightly different. They'll be very irritable, there'll be excessive crying, uh, tremors might happen, they'll start sucking their fists very uh, fist and this thing very aggressively. They might develop fever, they'll have vomiting, they'll start yawning a lot, they'll start sneezing a lot. Some babies will have diarrhea. These are withdrawal symptoms in the baby. Okay, keep in mind this is happening because the mother was addicted and she bore a child. So वो child में withdrawal symptoms हो रही है if you're not giving morphine. So what you do is, in these patients you will give something called a tincture of opium. एक छोटा dose of morphine देते हो लोग को. Tincture of opium will be about 0.2 ml of the drug, 0.2 ml per kg of body weight of the patient for every 3 to 4 hours. It is initially started at birth. Gradually you withdraw the drug. Okay. So that is about morphine, and that is the dependence that gets created because of morphine. Okay. Now, when you are managing addiction of morphine, you will give other drugs such as methadone दे सकते या pethidine दे सकते. Sometimes you can also give clonidine. Clonidine especially suppresses autonomic withdrawal symptoms. जो anxiety, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea होता, वो पूरे उन लोगों से डील करने के लिए आप क्लोनिडीन यूज कर सकते हैं. अगर आप night at the night you give diazepam, a lot of the it will be very helpful. The patient will be able to sleep peacefully. Okay, so you can do a few things in that scenario. Okay, how you are able to manage the addiction of the patient and how you are able to rehabilitate the patient back to normal. Now, generally, most symptoms will subside, most withdrawal symptoms will subside within 10 days, but some symptoms may last for up to several months. Okay, for example, the patient might have insomnia for several months, restlessness, irritability, fatigue, yeah, hyperactivity, GI hyperactivity. Because of morphine, the gastrointestinal system was suppressed, and it was gastric mobility or motility was suppressed for a long period of time. So when you take the patient off morphine, there will be hyperactivity of GI. That is why the patient will have diarrhea, and they might lose a lot of weight because their body is not retaining enough amount of nutrients. The gastrointestinal tract will start digesting like crazy. As a result, what will happen is nutrients might be thrown out of your body before they are properly absorbed. It will take some time for your body to get adapted to it. Okay, so you have to counsel the patient accordingly. Sometimes the patient might have acute poisoning of morphine. Okay, so it might be suicidal, it might be homicidal, or it might be accidental as well, wherein they are taking a lethal dose. Again, अगर addicts नहीं है, normal non-addict patients है तो 250 mg can cause acute poisoning. But if it is an addict, then they can tolerate much more higher doses. Okay, the patient will immediately have respiratory depression, severe respiratory depression if there is acute poisoning, shallow breathing, their pupils will become pinpoint, their BP will drop severely, they might go into shock, they might have cyanosis, okay, they might have flaccidity, they lose their muscle tone, okay, their body temperature will fall, sometimes even coma might occur, and if you are not treating in time, they will die, okay, especially because of respiratory failure. रेस्पिरेटरी फेलियर एंड पल्मोनरी एडिमा की वजह से मरना बहुत कॉमन है acute morphine poisoning में. At that time, you treat with a specific drug called naloxone. ठीक है. Now, obviously, there are some other measures that you have to take along with this. You have to make sure that the patient's respiration is back to normal. You have to give you have to maintain the patient's blood pressure. Perform gastric lavage. Potassium permanganate एक drug रहता है, potassium permanganate से you perform gastric lavage. So what you do is you take a solution of potassium permanganate, you make the patient swallow it. एक tube लेते हैं, उससे आप patient के GIT में, specifically in the stomach of the patient, you will what do you call, insert the drug, or you will literally pour the drug through that pipe into the patient's GIT, and you will suck the what do you call, solution out. That is gastric lavage. Potassium permanganate generally reverses the effects of morphine. It will combine with morphine and it will form a complex that cannot get absorbed anymore, and you will be able to remove it out. This is in case this is essentially to deal with all the non-absorbed or unabsorbed drug. What has been absorbed उसको आप कुछ भी नहीं कर सकते, वो टाइम पे आप naloxone देना पड़ता. Let us suppose patient को acute poisoning हुई, immediately if you rush to the hospital they will perform gastric lavage. Even after performing gastric lavage, morphine is such a drug that gets absorbed very quickly, so you will have to give an antidote which is naloxone. ठीक है, generally 0.4 to 0.8 mg IV आप दे दे, ठीक है, every 10 to 15 minutes. You keep on giving this drug till you see the patient's pupils become normal. Whenever the patient has acute morphine poisoning, उनके pupil pinpoint बन जाते ना, severe meiosis होता. You keep giving the drug till the pupils come back to normal. ठीक है, or at least till some of the symptoms start subsiding. For example, their respiration stabilizes, their pupils become normal, BP stabilizes, breathing become normal. Till then you keep giving naloxone. Naloxone क्या है? It is an antagonist of morphine. It will compete with morphine for the same site on mu, kappa and delta receptor. Okay, it will not let morphine attach to those receptors. As a result, morphine will not be able to show its effect. Okay, that is how it is antagonizing the drug. Okay, now we'll continue with the rest of opioid analgesics tomorrow. When you study opioid analgesics per se, make sure that you memorize all the pharmacological effects of morphine, because the rest of them will be very similar to morphine. Morphine will be the first drug that you will write. Let's suppose you get a question, explain opioid analgesics, आप पहले morphine लिखते हैं, उसका detail लिखते हैं, then the others. So make sure that you memorize and you understand morphine properly. The other drugs will be very similar, almost the same. If you understand